There's an old saying that the only certainties in life are death and taxes. Well, we need to add to the list Fox News host Jeanine Pirro opening her mouth and getting things wrong. In her most recent fact-free screed on the cable channel, Pirro claimed analysts on other channels are dumb.
I don't know where those people from the other stations are learning the law or what they're talking about. But look, there's no harm, no foul. That's the end of it. No one relied to their detriment on anything. No one lost a dime. Donald Trump is a whale client. Everybody who comes in with him makes money with him.
Everybody makes money with Donald Trump? Perhaps Jeanine Pirro never invested in Trump University, the Trump airline shuttle, Trump casinos, and countless Trump properties. Pirro defended her friend and political hero Donald Trump on the Fox show The Five and said the decision to lower his bond in the New York fraud case from $500 million to $175 million was appropriate. As you heard, Pirro blasted Trump critics, saying she doesn't know where people at other stations learn the law. Well, that's interesting because watch the bond comparisons that Pirro made in this segment.
But I want to just, Dana, because I looked this up, when Sam Bankman-Fried, who apparently conned something like $1 million or 1 million victims, his bond was $250 million. Bernie Madoff had 40,000 victims. His bond was $10 million. Donald Trump, no victims, $500 million.
Well, Pirro's viewers are victims because she clearly doesn't know the difference between criminal law and civil law. Donald Trump was found liable in a civil court. Bankman-Fried and Bernie Madoff were convicted in criminal court and therefore liable to very different laws and proceedings as Trump. Trump is not being criminally charged in the civil fraud trial case. The amount he had to put up is not a bond to keep him out of prison. It's a bond to enable his appeal of the original ruling and $450 million fine. For any lawyer or judge to not see the distinction is beyond embarrassing. Of course, Jeanine Pirro has been a consistent embarrassment to many people in the legal profession for years. Recently, Pirro spoke about Donald Trump's classified documents case in Florida and lashed out at House Democrats.
So, to a person, the Democrats spent the whole day saying Donald Trump obstructed. Well, newsflash, Donald Trump was not charged with obstructing.
Actually, Donald Trump was charged with conspiracy to obstruct justice. Prosecutors allege he willfully retained classified documents containing sensitive national defense information and that he then tried to obstruct the subsequent investigation. Trump also faces obstruction charges in a second federal indictment linked to his attempt to overturn the 2020 election. So how could Jeanine Pirro keep getting things wrong? Well, through the years, Pirro has confessed to a love of boxed wine, and she's even been confronted about that by folks including the good liars.
Let me ask you a question. When you're on the air, do you have a couple drinks before you go on?
Never.
Because I watched you one time and you were slurring your words a little bit.
I was never slurring my words.
When you were on your show, on Judge Jeanine, you were slurring your words a little bit.
But that's what we like about it. We're like, this
funny.
is what's fun about the show.
He's saying that I was slurring my words.
Well, you've had a couple.
You just had a couple drinks.
That's why we watch
What's
the
your
show.
name?
A few years ago, in the wake of the Dominion voting lawsuit against Fox News, a lawsuit that specifically mentioned comments made by Jeanine Pirro, Fox News took away Pirro's weekend show. One of Pirro's producers said the former judge was a reckless maniac. But apparently, the real maniacs and lunatics were with Fox News management, who instead of completely getting rid of Pirro, gave her a regular slot on the weekday show, The Five. Pirro remains there, getting things wrong literally every time she speaks. Perhaps it will take another lawsuit against Fox before Pirro gets bounced from The Five. Of course, Pirro's colleagues will then have to explain to her the difference between civil and criminal law, and that no, Jeanine Pirro is not going to be able to fall back on a law school professor gig unless Trump University reopens. Good grief. By the way, Donald Trump appears to have screwed himself on the remaining bond payments and lingering civil penalties. Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.